What's going on, guys? This is Krisoraptor back in front of the mic. It has been too long since I've been speaking into a mic while staring at my computer monitors. Anyways, we are gonna mix things up. We're gonna do things a little differently here on the channel. About a month ago, maybe a little bit longer at this point, I don't actually have the video on screen, I tried my hand at a series that I called Uncaged. Uncaged is where I bring you news, whether that be the real world, the gaming world, or the internet world, and I give my own opinion about it. If you guys are familiar with another YouTuber that goes by the name Chaos X Silencer, aka Jimmy, shout out if you're actually watching the video. He used to do a show called Cuss, or Chaos Unsilenced, which is basically the same thing, where he talks about the news and he gives his own opinion on it as well. So we're going to try it. If you guys enjoy the video, don't forget to hit the like button down below. Lets me know that you guys actually enjoy it. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and start off with Keemstar, who's always in the news these days, no matter what channel he may be on. And Keemstar apparently has been talking with Cliff, which is the CEO of Gamma, or GFUEL. And he basically said, I'm going to actually put the tweet here on screen. I don't have the first one, unfortunately. But he had asked how many retweets for a Keemstar themed shaker. And it looks like it happened. So he actually tweeted out, "We did it. Keemstar shaker on the way." And he thanked Cliff, of course. And Cliff came back with, "The people have spoken. Keemstar GFUEL energy shaker cups coming soon." Good job, Keem. Definitely good to see that you have your theme is everywhere, man. I mean, I still remember when GFUEL came out with the Keemstar cosplay with the beard and everything like that. That still cracked me up. Next up in the news is Roster Mania, which is the dreaded part of the year when all the different teams start changing up the roster, where they start trading players, they drop players, etc., etc. Well, not too many things happened. There wasn't too many roster changes. There were a few that I saw, but they were pretty small, or they were for other games. The big one that had everybody's talking about was Clayster. That's right, Clayster, who was on FaZe Clan. He got traded from FaZe Clan over to United. I'll go ahead and throw up their tweet here, where they say, "We would like to welcome Clayster to the United Call of Duty lineup. We are privileged to have you on board. Hashtag stand united." Now, that was a big controversial topic just because United is still fairly small. I mean, I wouldn't call them too small, but they're still relatively small. So it was a big thing, and a lot of people were saying that Clayster wanted to leave FaZe because of issues with his ex. But from my knowledge, the X doesn't really have that many ties to FaZe, but I could be wrong in that. I'll probably get somebody in the comments down below, let me know. But Clayster also did upload a video on his YouTube channel called "Getting Traded from FaZe Clan, My Move to United," where he went more in depth with that. I know a lot of people have been talking about Clayster a lot lately because he had some issues with his ex Tiffany. That's a whole other topic. Out of respect for Clay, I'm not gonna really talk about that. So make sure to go watch his Twitter feed if that's something that you're interested in. Finally, next up in the news, we're gonna go down into the realm of real world. NASA reveals space weapon that could save Earth from an apocalyptic asteroid strike. I'll actually go ahead and throw an image up of that device on the screen. It just looks like a satellite to me. It honestly does, but upon reading the article a little bit, I'll read a little bit of it. It says, "When the time comes to deploy the fridge-sized DART spacecraft, it will be traveling at 9 times the speed of a bullet in an attempt to knock one of the 2 asteroids named Didymos, I'm going to butcher that, Didymos A and B off its trajectory. A binary asteroid is the perfect natural laboratory for this test," says Tom Statler, program scientist for DART at NASA headquarters. I'm telling you, man, the future is coming. Eventually, we're going to get to the point where we're going to be able to take asteroids out, where they won't even be a threat to the planet anymore. Imagine what that would be like, where you don't have to worry about that anymore. So, I don't know. I thought that was really cool. By the way, if you guys wanted to read any of these articles that I'm talking about, or if you want to see any of the tweets I'm talking about, I will leave sources down below in the description, so that way you guys can go follow up on your own, especially if you didn't like my description all that much. And last but not least, we're actually going to end this off with a bit of a funny story, if you want to word it that way. The title of the article kind of tells its own story. Man has metal rings cut off his penis by fire brigade after sexual experiment goes wrong. I'm pretty glad that that image is already blurred out, which means it's already doing the work for me. According to reports, Wyrat, who unsurprisingly didn't want to give his last name, has been pleasuring himself at home in Thailand when the unfortunate accident occurred. So apparently, this gentleman has, Mr. Wyrat, interesting name, has been pleasuring himself with metal rings. I'll actually throw up an image of what the rings look like after the fact. But here's the kick. The doctors and the surgeons at the hospital couldn't even get it off. They actually had to call the fire brigade because it was just too much of a, it was just too delicate of a situation, and they didn't want to. That's what makes me laugh. They're like, well, we didn't want to cause damage. It's like, so surgeons who are known for delicacy when it comes to surgical operations, they couldn't do it. They had to call the fire brigade, and they had to use bolt cutters to get this thing off. All I know is that is something he will never get to live down for the rest of his life, and I don't know, that's gonna be a heck of a story to tell your kids in the future. Anyway, guys, this was a pretty short and sweet one. This is my very first episode of Uncaged, technically second, but this is me bringing it back. If you guys enjoyed this kind of content, leave a comment down below. Let me know it's something you enjoy and you guys want to see some more of. This is, like I said, this is more of a test spin, so just let me know. And I'll talk to you guys next time. And I'm out. Peace.